Well, hello, sister.
Hello.
What's up?
Well, it's rainy. It's raining outside like crazy.
It's always raining. It's raining 10 months out of the fucking year.
Well, yeah,
but,
yes.
I mean, I'd rather live here than somewhere where they have... God, do you see the tornadoes that are happening down in Timbuktu and
Midwest, pretty much?
Jesus. And
all over?
It's crazy. I mean,
we're supposed to be getting flooding in the next couple days. So
that's not going to be bad because we'll need it for the rivers.
But it's not flash flooding. That's not good. So, but anyways.
I could flash you while
how are
flooding.
you?
I mean, if that's what you want.
No, that's okay.
Is that inappropriate?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Especially when we talk about the shit we talk about.
Right.
So we have
a special episode that's not about Amy.
We have first of all, I don't talk about inserting the number 2 pencil or grandma's moldy coochie. No, today I thought it would be kind of necessary, I guess, to get a little more personal and talk about you.
Oh, God. Not me.
I know, but you as in...
I'm boring till you get to know me.
Yeah, well, and then that's still up for debate. I'll let you know. So you had 3 babies, 3 children, and endured, some heartbreaking, yes, with them. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit, if you're comfortable with that.
Yes.
And
I give my permission.
Good.
I will not sue you.
You're not going to get much. You can't give, what do they say, blood out of a turnip? Does blood really come out of a turnip?
It looks like blood.
Oh, well, that's all you're getting. But I thought we would cover the traumas that you... Of course, we have traumas. I mean, obviously, if you listen to the episodes that we have on here, oh my God, how can we not? But we deal with them in a different way. Our sense of humor is very morbid. But at the same time, just please note that these are serious topics, and there are resources out there for people that have loved, lost, been through traumas, been abused. Please reach out to any kind of resources that are out there if you are struggling or going through anything similar, anything that can help you, more or less. But what I'd like to talk about today is Stephanie, Michael, and and we could approach it this way. Sorry. She just, oh my God. She just slammed her knee into the leg of the table. And now she's going to pee. Okay. So we're going to talk about...
Jerry lived with me for free in my apartment that I had and going to high school still.
Jerry is... Stephanie's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stephanie, I was taking her on the bus to school with me because I went to a school where I could take her with me. And then she was only like a year old. And then he was partying with other neighbors. This was a disgusting apartment building. Ew. But anyway, he was partying with neighbors and he was really drunk or high or both or all of them. And Jen was toddling by him and he tried to French kiss her. And I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he I thought it was you. Later, he said, I thought it was you. I'm like, are you fucking joking me?
She's a year.
She was a baby. She was a little kid, too. Littler than normal.
Well, yeah. And
it doesn't even matter. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you? That was when I was.
That was his child.
Yeah. I said, you're fucking done, buddy. So that's when I kicked him out. But even before that, I had no heat, no electricity because I couldn't pay it. And I ended up with crabs because he fucking screwed somebody somewhere and gave me crabs. So, yeah. He's fucking disgusting.
How old were you?
Hate his fucking guts. 17. Turned 18 in that apartment, I think. I don't know.
So you were 17?
Yeah, somehow I got that apartment.
No, wait. So you were 17 when you were pregnant with Stephanie? How old were you?
Just turned 16.
So you were 15.
No, I just turned 16 when I got pregnant.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then I had her July before I turned 17. So I was still 16. And then when I was 17, I got my apartment. And I was proud of myself. It was disgusting, but I made it okay. You went there. That was her first birthday party. That's where her first birthday party was. And you lived there. You lived there across the way.
Oh, yeah. That's when I was dating what's-his-fuck.
But that was after, I don't know when that was. But anyway, he's a fucking piece of work. Dude.
Yeah, he lived across from you upstairs, and you lived downstairs.
Yeah. Yep.
It was over by Fred Meyer's.
But I was a kid, child. I was like fucking immature. Are you recording?
Would you leave my phone alone?
Anyway, so.
Do you want me to record? I can.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so that's the first part of that.
So, okay, so how did you meet him, though? How did you meet him?
At the fair. Yeah.
Well, that would be a place to, because we used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they're actually having the memorial service. I got Dustin's thing.
Yeah,
they're having it tonight.
I sent it to you.
Well, it says Dustin sent something. So maybe it's your guys's. It doesn't matter who sent it. The family of the Millers sent it to me. Yeah. Anyway. Sidetrack.
Anyways, I have a lot of stories like that.
So how long did you live in that apartment? Because I didn't stay there very long. I always sabotaged any relationship that I had.
I don't remember. I lived there by myself for quite a while. And Aaron went there one time with, what's his name? Aaron and Preston.
Oh, yeah.
They went there one time.
Preston and Aaron.
And then, I don't know, I must have lived there for a little bit. I have pictures there. I know I lived there during Christmas time. One Christmas time. I don't know. Anyway, it's a really big blur. Because I was busy trying to.
So who? Well, I guess the question, because I don't even know the answer. I don't think to this one. Who was Michael's dad?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was either Mike or this guy named Ray.
So you had no idea who?
It was one or the other. I think it was Ray. But anyways.
And you were how old when you were pregnant with Michael?
19.
So Stephanie
and I lived in my apartment.
So Stephanie was like 2, 3.
3.
Yeah. I just remember you were so devastated that you picked her up from the funeral and was holding her and wanted me to take a picture.
Yeah.
Which I did.
I didn't want to leave her there. And I was really immature, so like I really didn't want I do remember holding her at the hospital. It was some back place and they let me hold her. And then I left it. I don't know. I was fucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary. I can't. Yeah. I
had to do CPR on her, and she was cold. She was deader than shit. Like she was stiff and like blotched. Like
so you were laying on the couch. You said you fell asleep.
I woke up to Stephanie on the floor by me. Mm-hmm. And then it didn't even dawn on me for like a while. Like, I think it was 5 minutes or so.
After you got up?
Yes, because I'm like, wait a minute, that's weird. And then that's when I found her. And I don't know what Stephanie was doing, playing or something.
So you found her where?
On the couch.
With you?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Well, I got up. And I sleep hard. So, yeah. Well, I did sleep. I don't do that anymore, but I slept hard. And so I was like, not awake. And so then when I figured it out that she was not even moving or nothing, I was like, oh my God. And so I figured it out. And then I called 911, obviously, because that's what you do. And then they were trying to tell me to do CPR. So I had to do CPR on a dead baby, which was fucking disturbing. And I was fucking traumatized.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't put myself, I don't
devastated.
know.
They made me do it. I mean, I wasn't not going to do it, but they made me do it, and snot was coming out of her nose. And I just remember very vividly that I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to fucking do it. I didn't want to do it, and they made me do it. And I kept doing it until somebody came. And then I remember very, very clearly that the fireman, or whoever the fuck it was, had her like this, and her arms were dangling, and her legs were dangling, and he ran across the grass to the road. And I guess my friend Teresa saw that too. My friend Teresa.
The neighbor?
That helped me get through a lot of stuff.
No.
She really did. I don't know what I would have done without her.
So where does it come in that Stephanie was banging on the window and the bus driver?
That's when she got taken away.
Yeah.
She had red lipstick.
Was this after Michael died?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is that when you kind of spiraled? Now, were you?
I wish I
were you doing? I mean,
at this time,
we're being honest here. Were you doing drugs when Michael died?
I think I was.
Yeah, because you said you slept hard, so I'm assuming you probably were up for days.
I don't think I was doing a lot, but I was doing it a little bit, here and there. But after that, then I just said, "Fuck, I don't care." And I should have because of Stephanie, but I was oversleeping.
You spiraled.
I was sleeping hard, oversleeping, drinking. I know. I don't really remember a lot about that, so I don't think I was abusive to her or anything, but I did not take care of her correctly.
Yeah. And she was abused sexually.
That was from foster care, apparently. She told me.
Oh.
After she got taken, which was like
because you thought it was the situation with the people coming in and out of your house, right? I know you mentioned at one point you thought that she was maybe abused by some of the guys that came in and out of the house because you were being obvious and saying, I was doing drugs. So.
No, I don't think so. I think I was saying that guy, the dad, because he would put her to bed and stuff sometimes, and I don't know. I don't think he would
Jerry?
do that. No, he wasn't even. He was not even in the picture anymore.
But he's in jail or something anyway, right? So
I don't know. I was going to show you what I saw.
So does she ever have questions?
If she does, she doesn't really ask me.
Okay.
She asked me once if something about heredity, like does something run in the family, and I'm like,
insanity.
Touche.
But that's I don't know. I can't put myself in your shoes, so I can't say I understand how you feel losing a child.
I was fucking young, and that was my biggest fucking problem.
And it's like, where the fuck was I? I should have been there for you. But I know that I was in Vancouver because I'm 7 years older than you. If you were 19, I was 26?
Yeah.
Oh, so I would have been pregnant with Shayna. Do you remember when Steph was taken? What year? Yeah.
She was four.
When I remember, because losing our parents, right? Losing our mom. I remember feeling like after they had called me and they had said that she was up for adoption, and they said that at her age, it was hard because she was like, what, 7, 8, 9 when she was adopted?
She was 7, I think.
7. So the biggest thing is if she's if somebody wants to adopt her, let her go, because of the fact that a 7-year-old, it's not easy for a 7-year-old to get a home that wants, right, a child that age, especially after going through what she had gone through and what you had gone through. And so, but when they were making those phone calls and they called me, the first thing I said to them when they said, you are on the list, here's the options. Would you consider, adopting or taking Stephanie in? And I said, my first question is, can I see my sister? Because that was the first question I had. And they were like, well, at this point, probably not. Because, you weren't following through with doing the things that you were supposed to do. And I didn't know if it was a permanent thing or not, but all I asked was, can I see my sister?
It was too hard for this. This is really fucking stupid and really selfish as fuck, and I know that now. But I said it was too difficult to see her because I wanted to take her home.
Right.
And in my stupid brain, I thought it was easier just not to go. And so I just didn't go, and I didn't call, and I didn't do anything. And
you didn't do nothing.
I fucked it up bad.
Well,
I fucked it up so bad.
But at the same time, as much, and I'm just going to throw this out there. I mean, I could be wrong, but it feels that way, right? But I believe you did the right thing, because look where she ended up and where she's at. She had parents.
But in the interim, during her stays
in foster care,
she got fucking abused there, and that feels like it's my fault. This
is the one thing that pisses me off, and I've been watching a lot of this, and I hear a lot of this. One of our cousins, same thing happened to her when she was in foster care, Lori's child, right? The thing is, and I don't know if
But do her parents feel guilty about that? I don't think so.
Lori, she's dead.
I know, but I'm saying, did they ever feel guilty about that? Or I guess maybe they didn't know about it, but I mean, I
that's what I'm saying. It's a feeling you can't control.
Of myself. Not that I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm saying that shows the character that I feel. I still, to this day, feel guilty that she went there because of me, and that happened to her because of me.
Absolutely, and your feelings are valid.
And if you're listening to this, Stephanie, which I someday hope you do, I am so sorry that for all of that stuff. I am so sorry. So I don't know I know I've told you that before, but this is my voice and I'm telling you. So.
And I think that this is good for us to talk about because of what we cover with the abuse that happens in the family. And
it's kind of it downhill.
but yeah, right. But what I was going to say is this wasn't in the family. This was not in the family. This was a foster home that abused your child.
However, she was there because I was able to take care of her.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore, it's
and it's under. I couldn't tell you how I don't know how my reaction or feelings would be if I was in your shoes. I'd probably feel the same way. You feel guilty because you couldn't fix it.
But I didn't. I screwed the pooch because I didn't.
Oh, please don't say that. That sounds really bad.
Well, I'm the one.
Don't be screwing no pooch. That's not okay. Yeah.
That's what.
Why do we say the things we say when we're trying to be serious?
People screw the pooch all the time.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Add some humor
there, and going from our stupid humor that we have and laughing a lot of this off, the other thing I wanted to mention is Michael died of SIDS.
Yes.
And they did an autopsy and everything. But still in your heart and in your mind, and I know this by talking to you over the years, you still feel that extreme guilt that it was your fault, even though it wasn't your fault she died. She died of SIDS, which is not
That's medically proven. However, she was with me on the couch, so I feel like I did something wrong. And so that's never going to change.
It's never going to change.
In my deathbed, I'm still going to think that.
Yeah, because, think about it. She could have been in her crib in the bedroom. Didn't matter where she was going to be. She died of SIDS.
Right, but it's just,
and so
the fact that the
you would have still felt
like
the same way. You still would have felt the same way.
I don't think It's just,
so
the fact that the
you would have still felt
like
the same way. You still would have felt the same way.
I don't think I would have had that guilt I would have had guilt because I wasn't in the room, I guess.
Right.
It's either way, I would have been.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where she was, you're right. I would have had
you would have been like, oh my God, was she crying? Was she,
right.
That your brain would have been going through all kinds of scenarios.
And I know that I kind of understand that. It's hard, especially for a young, Wendy. Especially for I was young. I was 19. I was 20 when she died. I was 20.
She was not even a year old yet, right? Or was she?
No, she was 7.5 months.
She was little.
And she had teeth. And I just remember that she had baby teeth. She was too old for that shit. Like, you think of babies being a month old dying of that. And she wasn't talking yet, but she was doing things. Like, I don't know. It was just hard. I was traumatized. So fucking traumatized.
And it still affects you. When they say, when I hear people say, time will tell or time heals all, regardless of how you feel at this age, which is 40 years later, 30-something years later.
30 years.
You're still going to feel that.
You're making me older than I am.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I still feel that way. I don't think about it all the time like I used to.
You're entitled. Yeah.
Through my 20s, I didn't have a 20s. I didn't have 20s. So I feel like I'm younger because I don't remember my 20s, for one.
Don't even try to fucking take the age. I swear to God.
Trying, but
you're 50.
Anyway, I'm just saying I don't remember my 20s. I should have gotten help. I should have gotten someone to talk to. And I did a little bit, but I'd never stuck with it. And
so this is what I'm going to say then. So you were given, so it's kind of like a series of, I know we're rambling, but a kind of a series of events in that. So when did the drugs come into play? Was the drugs after Michael, before Michael, during Michael?
I dabbled since I was a teenager.
Okay.
But not like I wasn't full-fledged.
So you went full into drugs after Michael passed.
Yes.
And then that's kind of played into the events of
Stephanie getting
taken away because, a bus driver, bless her heart, I'm not saying that it was wrong.
No,
but the bus driver,
that's their job.
The bus driver basically.
They're mandatory reporters.
Saw her banging on the window.
She had red lipstick on her face, and obviously somebody wasn't paying attention to her because she had red lipstick all over her face.
Hence the because you were there.
Right, but I was sleeping, and that was, I slept really hard back then, and not just because of drugs, but just because I was depressed and just not taking care of things.
Right.
I was not on medication for depression or I was not okay, and somebody should have helped me. And
that's what we talk about. There are resources.
Yes, there are, and there was then.
Right, but and I wasn't there for you either. And in a way, right now, I feel guilty in that I should have been there as an older. I know, but I should have been there as an older sister. I didn't realize you were going through all that. I really
probably because I didn't tell anybody.
You didn't,
which was a stupid idea. Like I don't know. I've always been like that. I'm still like that.
All I know, and I don't mean to sound morbid at all whatsoever, but I seriously thought you were going to be arrested after you picked her up.
I was arrested when
in the funeral home. You picked her up like you were going to take her home, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
I probably would have if nobody would have been there.
we were like, "What?
That's my baby.
What are you doing?"
That was my baby. I wanted her.
I know. And then you made me take a picture. People were probably thinking, "What the fuck?"
That was the last picture I'd ever had.
I know, but I don't.
I know I'm weird. I understand.
No, I don't. I don't know that I've ever.
I am fucking weird, and I've always been weird, and I'm always going to be weird.
Can I just throw in my smartassness and say, what am I supposed to say? Cheese. No. That's how I felt.
But now,
like, oh
but
my
see
God, I'm going to die.
How fucked our memories are?
Yes.
Aren't you glad you did that? I would have not remembered that had I not had that picture.
Right.
I have pictures.
Do you have that picture?
I have the pictures with her clothing that are still in a bag that are still upstairs, and her pouch that I got from the funeral home with all the stuff
When
in it.
you're ready to let go, you'll know.
Well, and I still have her. She's in a cute little wooden box upstairs.
Weren't you talking about?
I'm gonna throw her with the other. My husband's family members. We're gonna throw them in the ocean. In Mexico when it calms down and shit.
So you are gonna do Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's pretty there.
So you're gonna take nice. Michael and then Cheryl and then Dustin's brother.
Yep. And George.
They can all be together.
So that way, that way it's all.
George is Dustin's dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think
sitting around in a box of ashes all these years.
I've carried her around.
I'm talking about George.
Oh yeah. No, but Michael, I've had her. I've cuddled her. She's always been in my house wherever I've lived.
Yeah.
I've always had her.
Have you had discussions with Gemma about?
She knows.
Yeah.
She didn't know what it was, but she knew that it was kind of cute when she was little. And then when she got, just recently, actually, she's 12. And I just now had a conversation about that. I didn't go into details, but she knows that was her sister. She knows Stephanie, that's her sister as well. Yeah. I don't want to get into details yet.
But I think this is the I've kind of, no offense, forced you to talk about this today only because, I can see sometimes, when you talk about it, you get upset and entitled. But I think that we talk about, the more we can talk about things, it's kind of our therapy. So I'm hoping that this helps a little bit.
I mean, I can talk about it now. I used to not be able to even mention it because I'd freak out. I'd flip a fucking gig. I don't know what I don't know. I would just bawl and couldn't talk about it. And now I can actually talk about it as a rational human being. So,
well, and you're a good mom, Gemma's a pain in the ass, but you are a good mom. And
apparently Stephanie was too. So I think it runs
a pain in the ass. Well, like I said, look up RBF in the dictionary. You'll see Kimi's face.
Yeah.
And then there's little tiny mini hers next door.
Yeah,
I watch videos.
Gemma has that too.
Well, that video that I just watched of Gemma, 2 years old, getting stuck in the bucket. She has that look on her face, she's rolling her eyes in the back of her head when you talk to her. That's what you do.
Say bye-bye. She goes like this.
Bye-bye.
No,
all right.
She doesn't say that. She says.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so we'll kind of end it at this, but
we'll talk about
I'm very proud of you for talking about it. And I know there's lots of questions, but we just kind of.
That's just a very big picture of all the things. There's more things that I.
So basically, bottom line is you've had 3 kids. One was adopted at 7 to a very wonderful family, from what I understand. You finally were able to reconnect with her after she turns 18.
Don't really talk to her a lot, but I do.
But she knows you're there.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you lost Michael to SIDS when she was 7.5
months.
And you have
not years.
A child now that is torturing you every day for the rest of your life.
And that's okay.
Yeah, gotta love that face. And those.
She's a turd. And that's my other turd.
Yeah, the one that says, "Want to play?"
My white turd.
Tapping out.